Sadik Al-Hassan.
Madam Deputy Speaker, and as a pharmacist for nearly 20 years and MP of North Somerset, I have the dubious pleasure of having two Jhoots pharmacies in the town of Portishead in my constituency. Now, I can't say operating because they shuttered their doors, with reports of them not having paid their bills, not having paid their rent, not having paid their staff. Now, as a pharmacist, I know that this affects the perception and view of community pharmacy up and down the country. Can I ask the Minister what efforts he and the department are planning to mean that bad actors in the pharmacy space, such as, in my opinion, Jhoots seem to be obviously one, are going to be dealt with more quickly and more effectively under new legislation?
It should not be statements. Minister.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I thank my honourable friend and I pay tribute to his direct professional expertise and experience as a pharmacist. He is right to point to the fact that the regulatory framework is clearly not as strong as it needs to be. The behaviour, I've spoken with officials in my department who've worked in the pharmacy sector for many, many years. They haven't seen anything like this before. It is quite unprecedented, but nevertheless, I think what it is doing is shining a light on the fact that we don't have a strong enough regulatory framework. We need to look at the way that business owners are regulated. There is strong regulation in terms of pharmacists, and pharmacy staff, technicians, etc. But business owners are not being regulated as strongly as they could and should be. He's right that speed is also very important. That's why we need to look at ways of fast-tracking particular cases where there is clear breach, because sometimes the appeal process can be very slow indeed. We are looking at all of this in the round, and I have commissioned urgent advice from my officials to see how we can beef up the regulatory framework.
Shadow Minister.